Good morning, students. Good morning, students. Today we will study the same chapter, Around the World in 80 Days. So previously we have done, you know that who are the characters: Phileas Fogg, then Passepartout, a servant, Mr. Fix, a detective. So in this story, you have understood that that Mr. Phileas Fogg was an English gentleman who lived by himself in Savile Row. He was not married and seems to have no relatives. So he was very much strict. He was very much having a regular habit, and he was having an orderly mind and regular habit, who lived by clock. He did the same thing every day at the same time, to the minute. Today is 2nd October. So Mr. Fogg has just dismissed the previous servant because he brought in water for shaving. That was 2 degrees colder than it should have been. So a man entered from the left and approaches means he came near Mr. Fogg. Mr. Fogg, have you come about the job? So Mr. Fogg is saying, have you come about the job? This man is saying, yes sir, my name is Jean Passepartout. Well, I hope you stick to time. I get up every morning. So he's told everything about his routine. I get up every morning at 8 o'clock. I want my tea and toast at exactly 23 minutes past 8. You shall bring my shaving water at 37 minutes past, and all these things. We have studied about it previous time. So he told him that you are 4 minutes too slow. It does not matter. So then from this moment, 26 minutes after 11 a.m. Wednesday, 2 October 1872, he told Passepartout that you are in job now. So you are in my service. I am going to the Reform Club and I will be back at midnight. Please look at the instruction in the pantry and follow them. So what the narrator is describing the story. After engaging Passepartout, Phileas Fogg reached the Reform Club and went to dining room, where he took his usual table. His lunch was ready for him. At 12:47, he rose and went toward the large hall, where he read the newspaper till the dinner hours. After finishing dinner at 5:40, he went back to the card room, waited for his friend Andrew Stott, John Sullivan, Samuel Fallentin, Thomas Flanagan, Gauthier Ralph to join him at 6:10. While Mr. Fogg and his friend were playing whist, there was a discussion about a bank robbery that had been reported in the paper that day. £55,000 had been stolen, and it was said that the thief had fled the country in the guise of an English gentleman. Okay. The scene 2. The curtain opens to reveal a card room at the Reform Club. The 6 men were seated in the chair and in the middle of the conversation, playing card on the table, with Mr. Fogg arranging them carefully. So everybody was sitting in the Reform Club, everybody was playing the cards, and there was a discussion over here. Mr. Stott start. The world is large enough for a man to disappear. Mr. Fogg, it was once. Now you can go around the world in 80 days. Mr. Fogg is saying, now it was once, but now you can go around the world in 80 days. Mr. Sullivan, that's true. This is what it say here, Mr. Stott. But that doesn't include bad weather, shipwrecks, railway accidents, and so on. I'm willing to bet £2,000. So Mr. Stott is saying, I'm willing to bet £2,000 that it cannot be done. So there was a challenge, there was a bet that I'm willing to bet £2,000. If anybody want to do it in 80 days, I'm having a bet. So all included, I had like to see you do it in 80 days. So he's challenging Mr. Fogg that if you can do it in 80 days, I like to bet £2,000. Mr. Fogg, I will bet £20,000 against anyone who wishes that I will make the tour of the world in 80 days. And he's saying that I will bet £20,000 if anyone wishes that I will make the tour of the world in 80 days or less. Do you accept? Mr. Fogg, good. The train leaves for Dover at 8:40 p.m. I will take it as today on Wednesday, 2nd October. I shall be due here on Saturday, 21st December. He's telling that I will take it as today on Wednesday, 2nd October, and I will reach here on Saturday, 21st December at 8:45 p.m. So he's placing a bet, and he told him that everybody that I am going to come. I will leave here from 2nd October and I will reach here 21 December, 8:45 p.m. or else this check of £20,000. So he signed a check and he gave it to here belong to you gentlemen. Narrator saying this, Mr. Fogg hurried back home. It was 7:25 p.m. by his watch. On reaching home, Mr. Fogg informed Passepartout that they will leave home in 10 minutes. He ordered him to pack, so he told Passepartout that we are going to leave from here. So just pack it. We are going. By 8 p.m. the packing was done and the men left for station. At 8:40 p.m. they were seated in the first class carriage to Paris, and 5 minutes later the train slowly glided out of the station. So scene 3, narrator, unknown to Mr. Fogg, he was being followed by detective named Mr. Fix. So there was one detective named Mr. Fix, and he was thinking that this is the man who's fleeing from this country. This is the man who has done the bank robbery. He was thinking like that. So Mr. Phileas Fogg and Passepartout had many adventures in the journey around the world. In India, Mr. Fogg rescued the beautiful Oda from certain death, and she accompanied them once Oda was with her with the rest of the journey after many nail-biting adventures. Okay, so it was a very exciting adventures. Mr. Fogg, Oda and Passepartout reached Liverpool, England at 11:40, thought on 21st December, only 6 hours away from London and from winning the bet. It was just 6 hours away from London, and he was very close to win the bet. So narrator continue, while Mr. Fogg and Oda walk across the stage, Passepartout to follow the luggage on a trolley. All this time, Mr. Fix was also followed Mr. Fogg. He was waiting to get onto British soil to arrest Mr. Fogg. So there was one man, the detective, and he was thinking that this is the man who has fled from this country by doing bank robbery. And he was thinking that when he will come to the British soil, I am going to catch him. So, Mr. Fogg, I am so sorry, it is not too late to reach the club in time to win the bet. I am a poor man, Oda, but I welcome you in my house, he's telling to Oda. Mr. Fogg, what's the matter? I have just found out today is Saturday. Mr. Fogg, Saturday, impossible. Yes, you have made a mistake of one day. We had arrived 24 hours ahead of time. So what happened here is that they have gone to, I think here they have gone ahead of time. Because you know that about that if you go eastward side, then you become ahead of time. So there was a time confusion, and they have come here before time. They have come 24 hours before. So curtain opened to show the card room at the Reform Club. So everybody was thinking, his friend was thinking that now they will not able to come. Now Mr. Fogg is not able to come to this place, and he will not able to win the bet. So all looked to each other. The tension was unbearable. 18 minutes to there. There's total silence in the room except for ticking of the clock and the muffled sound of the crowd from outside. Here I am, gentlemen. At the last moment he came. How was it that Mr. Fogg, who was so exact and punctual in everything, had mistaken a day? How do you think he'd arrive in London on Saturday, 21st day of December, when it was really Friday, the 28th, only the 79th day from his departure? The cause of the error was very simple. Phileas Fogg had, without realizing it, gained one day on his journey because he had constantly travelled eastward. In journeying eastward, he had gone toward the sun. I told you before that he has gone toward the sun, and he was ahead of time. So when he reached here, he was gaining one day ahead. So Phileas Fogg had completed the journey of the world around in 80 days and had won the bet of 20,000 pounds. So thank you so much. The next part of the video we'll do it later.